Hi Cancer, and welcome to your Love Story Tarot reading for July 2019. I'm really excited to do these readings since we have the sun in your sign and this beautiful Cancer new moon along with the total solar eclipse, and Mercury is going to go retrograde. So Cancer, July is really about a month of healing and mending and just a lot of beautiful things. And look at heartfelt message or gesture is on the menu for you guys in regards to love and romance. Also, I do want to say really quick, those of you who are interested in my decks, I'm going to be using all my own decks in this reading. I will give an update at the end about what the holdup is for launching them for sale, okay? So anyways, Cancer, I try to stick with one storyline throughout this whole reading, and I read you on this side and I read your partner on that side. And again, if it does not, if you feel you resonate more on this side, feel free to swap it. And if you are a cross watcher, you can swap it as well. So Cancer, let's pull a card and see where your energy's at and where the energy of the other person involved in this love story is at. All right, on your side, things left unsaid. And change yourself. Okay, so Cancer, I'm kind of seeing a similar theme come out, excuse me, in your guys' readings that I've seen in Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. This right here is where things left unsaid. I don't know. I'm not going to say you're separated. We'll pull more cards, but this is, to me, kind of feeling like a situation that's separated, and there's a lot that you would like to say, but right now they are in the process of working on themselves. There's a lot of growth and maybe inner work, emotional work, spiritual work that they need to do on themselves. So let's pull some more cards here. All right, so yeah, missing you. I had a sense that we were separated here. And enchanted, love potion. Okay, so Cancer, listen, this to me is definitely, that would be the next one out. And we're just going to stick with that since, heartfelt message or gesture flew out. I feel like there is going to be communication between you and this person that you are separated from. All right, and by the looks of this, you guys are both really missing each other, okay? Despite what's happened, what they said, it doesn't really matter. I get the sense that they're still very enchanted by you, but there's this element to their energy where there's something that they need to change, okay? There's some growth within them that I feel is kind of their focus right now. But they're still very enchanted with you. You're missing them. You're coming out as things left unsaid, message, heartfelt message or gesture. I just get the sense, Cancer, you guys are going to have some sort of communication in July, all right? Now, if we're getting back together or not, that remains to be seen. We have to pull more cards. But ultimately, what I'm picking up on is both of you would like to speak to each other. There is a lot that you held in that you didn't say, all right? And you're really missing them bad. And I'm telling you, they're still quite enchanted by you. Let's pull some more cards. I feel like if you've been holding back, not telling your heart, not sharing your heart, you're going to finally do that. Like if you've been really missing them and you haven't told them that, I just kind of feel like you're going to look at that new emotion, falling in love. Silence, not speaking, but still watching. Conflict, argument, and disagreements. And unavailable. Unhealed wounds prevent emotional connection. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense to me now that we have these other cards out. Cancer, what I see here is that you have definitely started falling for this person, and there's emotion in you for this person, and they are, you know, captivated and enchanted by you as well. However, with them being unavailable, unhealed wounds prevent emotional connection. There's emotional baggage going on inside of them, and that's why they're coming through as change yourself. You know, there's that growth that I talked about earlier in the reading that must take place. And because of that, that creates a lot of conflict between the two of you. That's what the hang up is, okay? They have emotional wounds and baggage that is not resolved, and they really need to face it. They could be in July, or you know, maybe they're still trying to avoid, I don't know. But the thing is, Cancer, is even though you guys haven't been speaking, you're both still looking in on each other, okay? You definitely are. And I feel like in July, you guys are going to have some communication. It may lead to some conflict, you know, just based on everything that we're seeing here. But listen, it's say what you've got to say. Don't hold back in fear of preventing a conflict with this person. Don't walk on eggshells. Don't do any of that, Cancer, because the bottom line here is I see that you have a lot of emotion for them, but they have a lot of emotional baggage within them, which prevents them from fully and genuinely connecting to anybody, not just you, but to anybody. And because we have message and then this, in July, you guys might finally start talking about this, okay? And I do feel like they're trying to work on themselves. I do, because with Enchanted, like they feel drawn into you, Cancer. And you're really missing them. So let's pull some more cards. All right, so we have the Two of Heart energy. This is love. This is commitment. And this is coming out on your side. And look at that, empathically connected. This is a major arcana. So yeah, Cancer, near or far, you guys definitely still feel each other. And I think that's why we look in on each other. And, oh, okay, nice. So this is the Eight of Heart energy. This is a temporary disconnection, Cancer. So I do feel that you guys are going to get back together eventually, but maybe in July we're just separated while this person starts working themselves out, working on their emotional baggage. Nice. Yes, yes, this could not be a better card. Action, heart energy. Do you want to know what this is? This is I'm working on healing my emotional wounds. I'm working on my emotional baggage. I am emotionally maturing. That is my intention. And that's on this side. That is exactly where they're at. I love to see that. Next out, independent feminine. And lastly, Five of ego energy. Okay, so Cancer, listen. They're really working on some independence emotionally and mentally, maybe even physically, okay? They could have had some financial trouble, etc. But with this Five of ego energy, this is kind of like manipulation and distorting the truth and things like that. And that sits right under this Enchanted. So I feel they're not as straightforward to you, to the depth that they do connect and feel with you, because with this, you both are connected to each other. You both feel each other, all right? And the reason why we cannot be together right now is because this side definitely has some emotional baggage and wounds that they need to heal. However, like I've said, in July, you guys are going to start talking about this, okay? And they're still looking in on you for sure, okay? Not speaking, but still watching. So they have not gone very far away from you, Cancer, at least not emotionally and spiritually. There's just a lot inside of them that they've got to get worked out, and they're no good to you until that process is complete. Like, even though they feel connection to you and they think about you and they feel enchanted by you, Cancer, when you are, you know, emotionally unavailable due to some wounds, it is what it is. Just like if you broke your foot, you cannot walk on that foot until it heals. I mean, you could, but you would probably retch in pain and fall down, all right? And that's kind of how you have to view this person. Like, whatever they've been through, they've got to heal that before being able to embrace love, because for them it would be like trying to walk on a broken foot. And you know, the act of embracing love from you, that's where they're at, just because of whatever they've been through. And it is their intention, you know, to heal themselves, and there is an awareness that's taking place. So know that your, you know, breakup, disconnection is only temporary. And that's exactly what this card is about, 100%. It's just a temporary disconnection, Cancer. And, you know, don't doubt the connection that you feel. It's very real in both of you, as depicted in this card. And I feel that eventually you guys will come back together in a place of love and commitment with this Two of Heart energy. But right now, they're not, Cancer, they're not good for you. They're not good for you because of the baggage that exists within them. And even with that, Cancer, when you guys do speak in July, because again, I feel like we are going to have communication and conversation, perhaps after a period of not communicating, you know, don't hold back in what you have to say. Give the recognition that, yes, I understand, you know, you're going through these things and you have to work these things out on your own, but this is how I feel, and this is what I think, and this is what I believe, and I just want to share that with you. Like, don't sugarcoat, don't walk on eggshells, don't hold yourself back, Cancer. Don't do it, because they do feel you. They are very enchanted by you, but again, they're just not in the place just yet. They've got some healing, and the disconnection is only temporary, okay? So keep that in perspective through July. And you know, we do have Mercury going retrograde, so I don't know, Cancer, I don't feel like you guys are gonna continue this standoff of no speaking, no contact. I mean, you got 3 cards that pretty much say that, you know, it's time to talk. It's time to have communication, and, you know, Spirit will align that however it's supposed to work out for you personally. But just don't hold back. Don't get lost in despair, because I do see how much you love them, and it's genuine emotion and connection for you all the way across the board. But they've got to be ready. They've got to heal. And until they do, it's like they're just kind of manipulative in a sense, and maybe a little bit deceptive. I don't see, like, you know, they're cheating or there's all this crazy. What I see is this person has been through a lot, and it's time for them to face that head on and change themselves so that they can be the right match for you, because they do feel you and you are very special in their heart. But until that emotional baggage is addressed, they, you know, they can't walk, right? Can't walk on a broken foot. So anyways, Cancer, just keep that in perspective. The disconnection is only temporary, okay? So that is your love story for July. And for those of you who are interested in my decks, here's what's going on. So in all my love decks, I purchased, you know, images with models in them, most of them, just because, you know, it's a love deck, and the imagery is just as important as the message behind the card, at least in my perspective. And so I purchased a license, which I paid thousands of dollars for, but I did not purchase the correct license. And what I mean by that is the license for resell, okay, which is actually thousands and thousands of dollars more than I paid already. But that's for business, and I'm not a business really, so I didn't think like that was my proper tier. And then as I was getting ready to finalize the process and put these up for sale, Spirit was like, you know, go back and reread that fine print. The accountant in me agreed, so I did, and I'm like, oh snap, look at what I did. I did not purchase the right license, which I should have purchased business license, because that gives you the availability for resell. And that's the, key word here is resell. So I have got to work out something with the place that I purchased these images from, and see, what I can do, because I really don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to do anything unethically. So I have got to work with them and come up with a plan. Hopefully they will cut me a deal. I have 13 different decks, and that's just more money than I feel I could make in a year's time for the licenses that I need. So it may just be like I'll be selling one at a time, launching one deck at a time, as I can pay for the much higher expense of licensing for resale. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on that, so that you're not like, are these ever happening? The license I purchased, I can show them like this on my channel, no problem. But I have to purchase a much more expensive license to sell them. And again, it's because there's models here, and this is not like a free image site that I got these from, so I will have to pay the higher amount for the license. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, for those of you who were interested. But on that note, Cancer, I'm wishing you a very beautiful and blessed month. Take care.